Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Wesley will be joining us here momentarily. I think he's here somewhere, but he will be joining us here momentarily in just a bit, as it is Bristol time here, baby, as we're 250 laps here at Bristol. We'll be talking about that here in just a little bit. We are here for the SNB. This is the Shake and Bake Cup Series Nighttime Race 250, as presented by Appalachian Holler Hunters. Looking for a good race indeed. Of course, in the booth here tonight, myself and Wesley. Of course, Wesley will be joining us here in the near future. He had to take a phone call, hearing from him here in the very near future to have a chat with him, see what he thinks about tonight's racing action. But 250 laps gonna be the distance we are traveling for tonight's race. Qualifying underway here at the moment, as we'll let you know how it all plays out here. Again, this is the SNB Cup Series presented by Appalachian Holler Hunters. We'll get that one right now. I do believe Wesley is done with his important call. So Wesley, you got a copy.
Good evening to everybody. Welcome to the Bristol Motor Speedway as we get ready for round number 4 of the SNB Cup Series presented by Appalachian Holler Hunters. Please ignore my voice. Well, don't ignore my voice, but overlook my voice. I don't know if I've got a flu bug coming down or if I've just got allergies with the weather being the way it is, but I've been congested today and been coughing and sneezing, and hopefully it won't sound that bad, and I'll at least hit the cough button whenever I need to, hack or whatever. But anyway, always fun coming to Bristol Motor Speedway, the last great Coliseum virtually on iRacing. And tonight we get ready for round number 4 of the series. The man of the hour is Braxton DeWeese. The question is, Charles, can we put a bounty on this guy? Can somebody, man out of Ohio, from winning his 4th in a row? He's on the all-time win list with 8 series wins, 3 wins this year. He won Daytona. He won, of course, the race at Michigan, and last week, domination by the driver of High Five Racing. We'll see what he can do here tonight.
Yeah.
Bristol.
Yeah, if he wins tonight, I don't want to pack it in, but definitely a bounty or something, because this kid is untouchable so far, and we can legitimately say that he is untouchable, as he has pretty much dominated all the races in 2. There has been a few challenges up there, but none of them have actually. It's going to be a very interesting one to see how it all does shake down. But yeah, bounty I think is definitely something we may need to look into. But over 20, I think around 28 to 30 that are looking to come take that win from him.
Yeah, it's going to be a good race. 150 laps, 125 miles around the half mile here at Bristol Motor Speedway. First have been given to each race team that is on the track, starting with obviously the 4 on the race. Whenever they drop the greens, an additional 4 sets in the pit area. Fuel window is only at 65% fuel capacity instead of 100%, which means 95 to 100 laps will be the fuel window. 1 fast repair is only given, and again, we will keep an eye and those things going on. So race down the corner here at Bristol Motor Speedway, 250 laps. Charles, this could be, well, we can get that long green flag run and knock these laps out, and you can get a stretch of, turning around a half mile track. Time can go by really quickly. It just depends on the attitude of these drivers when they virtually get to the green flag coming up.
Yeah, it definitely does. On the tracking sim right there, that is Joey Stone. But yeah, like I said, 4 laps a minute, or we could be doing 1 lap a minute, just depending on how how aggressive these guys get. Personally, 250 laps is not a long distance. It seems like a lot of laps, but it's not. It will go by very quickly. I'm going to kind of bide my time. I'm not going to push things for probably the first 150 laps. There's really no point go out here, really, we'll even say the first 200. Those last 50 laps are really going to be when it counts, and you need to have a clean, working car. Is keep your car clean. I think that's going to be the biggest point of this track.
And I think the other thing as well, Charles, is as we have the outdoor outfitters, you're up in the front. You obviously have carte blanche, so to speak. You're up on everyone else, so it should be exciting to watch as these drivers get ready to grid. I believe they're doing that right now behind the pace car, and we get ready to the starting lineup with a couple of new graphics, new designs and things. Team here for Bristol in round 4 of the SNB Cup Series goes like this. On the pole, it is your Outdoor Outfitters Fast Qualifier 6 machine. To the outside, Jacob Grant in 52. Row number 2 will find Braxton DeWeese, looks 4th in a row. To the outside, Tyler Stooksbury in the 19. Row number 3 will find Spencer Hardison in the 9 machine. To his outside, Matt number 28. Row number 4, top 8. Tom Bourne ready to go in the 54 machine. To his outside, it's Ross the Boss Tatum in 1. And around out your top 10 here at Bristol, series champion of season 1, Joshua Altus. Into the outside, Keenan Massey in the number 4.
In row 6, going to be the 51 of Evan Coleman. And now he's outside the 76 of Joseph Madigan. Row 7, going to be the 88 of Matt Dyer, as we know him, Too Sexy Matt Dyer. And the 92 of Thomas Fisher from Canada. We'll see how he can do. One of 2 Canadians here tonight. Row number 8, going to be the 2 of Logan Brakey, and the 29 of Rob Sherwood. Row 9 going to be Christian Gardner in the number 7, and the 11 of Tanner Johnson, straight out of ARL. And row 10 going to be the 5 of DJ Daniel, and the 18 of Robbie Helms. Just a few more to go. We'll run through them here. The 12 of Caleb Smith, and the 46 of Kevin Martin. And row 12 going to be the 13 of Jake Rager, and the 69 of Eric Stamp. Row 13 going to be the 24 of Brockton Packard, and the 5th Smith. Going to round out your field here tonight, Wesley.
26 drivers ready to go here again. 250 laps, 125 miles here at the virtual iRacing Bristol Motor Speedway, and doing our coverage. Hope you had a nice long Memorial Day break. Of course, Memorial for our fallen men and women, military branches of our country, and a lot of cool things going on. The races going on. The Indianapolis 500, seeing Elio Castro Neves become for the 4-time Winners Club at Indy. That was really cool. Kyle Larson dominating the Coca-Cola 600 for NASCAR at Charlotte on Sunday night. Cool is going on as well during Memorial Day. Hudson O'Neal picking up that big win at Lucas Oil Speedway in Wheatland, Missouri for the Show Me 100, one of actually the first big crown jewel of the year for dirt racing. So, and of course, we're enjoying a nice little break from iRacing with the Northwest Cup and Truck Series, the ARCA Series, the SNB Cup Series on action tonight. But we'll get ready to go back into full swing here after the Week 13 update next week as well. We're ready. Pace car getting ready to drop onto the pit lane. There they go. Fine. Green flag. It's Bristol, baby. We're kicking the asphalt or the concrete here at Bristol. The last great Coliseum is underway. Here they come down the front straightaway. And ladies and gentlemen, you have a virtual race. We're underway. How about this new top ticker on the, instead of the one on the bottom left, we have a new ticker. to show you the entire full field rundown as we watch all this racing going on. We're underway. Jacob Grant in the early going, leading the way. There's Joey, the pole car already falling back.
Yeah, he fell back very quickly during that opening 5 laps. As again, it didn't take long to complete those laps, and I think people are taking our advice, Wesley. They're actually listening to us out here, and they're taking it very calm. They're not pressing too many issues this early in the race. And Braxton DeWeese still sitting at the lost any positions since the start of this race. Could Jacob Grant be the one that upsets him here tonight?
Well, that's the thing. I mean, you're in the early go. You don't need to do anything crazy, sporadic at the early going to risk getting your cars tore up. It's a long race, so set yourself a pace. Knock off these laps. Like they are, to be there at the finish, you must first finish. And in doing so, that means you've got to methodically race smart. As Braxton DeWeese now battles clear him as they come to 4, back to 1, and they all have a trunk full of Jacob Grant in front of them off.
Yeah, they have got a trunk full and just a rear view mirror full right there. As you're looking back behind Braxton DeWeese on board with him, Tom Bourne, Spencer Hardison, Joey Stone, and Ross Tatum back there. And it is a Congo line around this track, Wesley.
By the way, Charles, I don't know if you realize this, but it says it's like you're advertising for Race Pass on Race on Texas, 2701 Southridge Drive. I guess you're unveiling where you live. Sign up today to get a Speed Pass account for only $39.99 and help support local dirt track racing. That is actually the letterhead on the Facebook broadcast for tonight's race.
Well, that was not intended to be there, so we do apologize for that one. But hey, we did get the title of the race right? No.
You literally just got everything about Race on Texas.
So I'm not sure where that came from, folks, but by the way, if anyone is curious, 2701 Southridge Drive, that is the FedEx location where I pick up packages.
Okay.
So that is a complete blunder on my behalf. I do apologize. You are watching the SNB Cup Series presented by Appalachian Holler Hunters, so we do apologize for repair. Other than that, it's been a good race.
It has.
So we will fix that in post-race, and I'm sure somebody will get fired. And let's hope that I can maintain my job here. But good battles going on here between the 21. That is Ross 6 of Joey Stone. He is just continuing to drop back. He is 5 spots down from where he started on pole. So just not having the good. He had been able to hold it after the race started.
Yeah, we'll keep an eye on it right now as we watch these drivers working their way back around the racetrack. Stretch, there's Stone, the pole car, the number 6 machine. Watching all these drivers working their way.
Yeah, it's very weird. All of a sudden, they have decided we're going to start making passes. So, yeah, not sure what all transpired there. But being made now that were not being made, say, 2 laps ago.
That's right. As we watch them work their way back on the front straightaway, down in front, Luis in second position. Well, we got a caution on the speedway, first time tonight at Bristol.
And possibly involved in this one.
No, Caleb's car was all tore up during practice. We made a comment about that, actually, the number 12 machine for CEM Motorsports, and we think. And so let's take a look at poppers, fishing lures, instant replay for the first time tonight at Bristol and find out what happened.
Oh, there is a little content.
He just glazed off the 5 car. Also, he just glanced off the 5 on the driver left.
That is the last thing you want to do.
DJ Daniel, I think it is. Daniel in the 5 car? Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, right there. Just the worst end of that deal for sure. As around he goes. And the question is anyone going to come down pit road? I really don't think so. We're still too early in this race. Yeah, I definitely agree with you. I don't think anybody's coming down. this early in the race, especially not knowing that your fuel is 90 down every caution with only 5 set of tires. You're going to run out of tires very quickly, and tires are going to be very important here.
Yeah, I just don't. Maybe some back runners are going to come to the pit lane and top off and maybe make some adjustments. I don't even say changing their tires either, but everyone else for the most on the racetrack. As you see the number 46 machine, that's Kevin Martin. He'll come down to the pit lane. Tanner Johnson is in for service as well. And again, as I said, those guys are back marker cars. They're in the back of the pack. So Martin back on course. Team Realtree yellow flag. We still got 225 laps to go here at Bristol, and they're not wasting no time, ready to come back for the green flag as they'll start zone here out of turn number 4. We will get ready to get the green flag again as Grant takes the outside for the restart. Pace car is in. They're in the box. Back to green here at Bristol.
Yeah, we wonder, why do they call it the zombie auto parts restart zone? I didn't know zombies could even drive cars, so it's just...
Zombie auto part is a deal. Auto zone.
I mean, but zombie. How did you come up with
a restart zone? So.
But how did you come up with the name Zombie Auto Parts? I mean, were all the good names taken? Or?
I think it's pretty smart.
Well, I mean, it's definitely different. Okay, it's not a bad name. I like zombie movies. So what can I say? The battles towards the rear of this field. The front kind of single file, but right back here is definitely a hornet's nest. It's kind of sort of this in the opening stages already. They do a lot of passing, then they single file, and then they kind of regroup, and then they do a lot of passing again. It's just kind of going back and forth. Are these guys maybe getting their bearings, finally back to single file until they can make another pass again?
I think the concept is knock the laps off, get these laps knocked, be there at the end. And I want to say it's smart racing by everybody so far as we watch them work their way to the front straight away, back into corner number 1 and 2 up the racetrack. It's this race, 250 laps. There's the 51 and the 7 on track, and one fish down to the bottom of the racetrack, and that's the 51 of Evan Coleman. Those drivers, and that's going inside the top 15. And while that goes on, more acts. Looks like Brockton Packard with a problem in the 24 car.
Yeah, he's sliding back 6 spots, but he has slid back 1 here in the last couple laps. And one thing these drivers are having to watch out for, Wesley, is what they were told in the drivers' meeting and in get in the wall. You're going to get into the wall wrecking and possibly hit it, but there unfortunately is a thing of wall riding, not necessarily in this league, but in other leagues, and iRacing has penalized people for it themselves. So you've got to be careful not to catch yourself doing that to try to better your position. So they got to be really careful not to hit that wall, even on accident, too many times, because it could.
Just saw that battle a moment ago, but Coleman, Gardner, Caleb Smith, who brought out the first caution after glancing off the 5 machine, and of DJ Danny now closing in on 40 laps here. As there goes Gardner's car. For Appalachian Hauler Hunter Motorsports, the number 7 machine. And if people do not know what Garmin is one of the original GPSs of the world.
Yeah, when I worked at Best Buy, I sold many a car looking to travel and needed
Garmin
something.
And TomTom. Remember TomTom?
Yes, I remember. Man, I was back in the day when you came in there. We used to sell Garmins and TomToms, radio, and your little things where you just plug them into your car, basically.
That's right.
We sold all of them there, and Garmin definitely one of the preferred options when it comes to traveling, getting out on the road. They even make, if you are a traveler, particularly a truck driver. I know I've got my stepdad is a truck driver, hauls cars. They make Garmin's for truck drivers that show specific roads that you can get through with heights of trucks and stuff. So Garmin, a very good brand out there for sure. But the battling is picking up just in front of him as well, between the 29 and the 12, as well as Altus and Bourne getting a little battle going on towards the front as well.
There's a big gaggle of traffic as they work number 2 to the back straightaway.
Oh, 3 wide.
Couple of 3 wide there for a minute up racetrack. Gilliam's behind the 9 of Hardison. Open up the parted seas, if you will, from the middle lane to the inside, and watching those cars work their way down the front straightaway. Coming up here into turn 3, Hardison up the racetrack, up the hill. Gilliam's there. Tewksbury in that battle as well. Good battle going on there inside the top 10. That's for 4th, 5th, 6th, I believe. Set. 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th.
Yeah, 3rd, 4th, 5th, and 6th. Meanwhile, Grant and Deweese 1 and 2. They're separated by about 3/10. But like you always say, they are 2 by 2, like Noah leading the animals to the ark. And,
yes,
well, quite frankly, as much as it rained, we may need an ark here soon, Wesley. I know it's raining there.
It's falling a flood and storming in North Carolina as we speak.
Yeah, we finally are drying out here in Texas for the most part today anyway. I know they said there was a wall cloud south of us, but that's not affecting us here tonight in the studio. So hopefully you're safe there and everything stays intact. Good news is, Wesley, the internet and the PZ only have to hang on for one race as we are off for the Northwest Truck Series. So that's a good news there. And we'll be back Sunday. But other than that, of course, the ARCA Series on Friday, but me and you not there. But we got caution.
Stone goes around in the middle of the corner. The pole car. The Outdoor Outfitters pole machine number 6 of Joey Stone goes around. And the caution will come out, Charles, for the 2nd time here at Bristol. Here's your Pulse Poppers instant replay of why we're under the yellow.
2 cautions in 50 laps, basically not too bad, as we'll see what happened to that number 6 machine. We'll see right there. That is Joey Stone in the 6, and I believe he may have just got into the wall. And we'll find out.
He's amongst a whole bunch of traffic. He bounced off of Tewksbury. Then Altus gave him a little shot.
He may have been
simple racing deal there, not anything intentional, just hard racing in the middle of the corner. And you know, maybe Stone was being a little aggressive trying to get around those cars.
Yeah, and he may have been the only one that went around, but definitely there were 3 or 4 cars that got damage out of that deal. As we have a couple of cars coming down pit road, the 54 and the 9 going to be coming down. But
that's Hardison and Bourne.
Yeah, everyone else staying out, no surprise. As Grant, if you're Jacob Grant in that 52 machine, knowing that Braxton Deweese is 3 in a row, he's won 3 races, he's fast, do you want to relinquish that lead, or do you want to try to keep him behind you as long as you can and lead some laps?
What is on the front hood of that car, the 52? Is that a face on the car?
Yes, it is a Mafia Gangster. And so if we take a look here, so we can get, it says Wrist Mafia, and I asked him about this, and apparently it is a watch company.
It makes sense, Wrist Mafia.
Yeah, so you can see right there's a watch on the side of the car. Yeah. So yeah, it's a we'll have to look him up. Wrist Mafia. Again,
you know I'm a watch connoisseur. I mean, I have my Rolex on right now, Charles. So I mean, I might have to look and see what Wrist Mafia is all about.
Yeah, check them out. It's funny. Let me know, because I am also a connoisseur of things that tell time too. Like I collect iPhones.
You collect iPhones?
Yes. I mean, technically that's a watch, ain't it?
Yeah.
So you collect watches. I collect iPhones. Hey, we both tell time. We're never late anywhere, so that's good.
We're under caution. We'll take a quick break. More from Bristol in a moment. The SNB Cup Series presented by Appalachian Hauler Hunters. LSRTV.
Look at that.
Look how wide that deer is.
Oh my god. Oh my god. He's down. He's down.
Hold him up first, huh? Can you hold him up? Son, what do you think about that?
Excited after me.
Lights are off of the pace car. Welcome back to Bristol, baby. 53 of 250 laps completed. He's Charles Wooten. I'm Wesley Outland. Under the weather, but we still rocking and rolling. Gotta love Bristol. It's got to be a good show. Grant on the outside. He's going to battle for the restart as they make their way back to the Zombie Auto Parts restart zone. Here comes the pace car. They're in. There's that box, that 2 lines, the white lines between 2 and 1 into turn 4. That's where you got to go. And if you don't go, then they're going to drop the green without you. And if you're a leader and that happens to you, you're kind of a sitting duck, Charles.
Yeah, you go when you need to go, or they're just going to go without you. And like you just said, and
you see that ball, you see the lines there. That's not very much room. It's not much space.
No, definitely not. Compared to some tracks that we've seen, especially in real life, you have a huge amount to do. Especially compared to there they are right there. But you look at dirt racing, when you compare that to that little bitty box to a dirt track, they usually give them between the start of turn 4 and the green flag. So
that's right.
You have a lot of space there.
You've got that cone, you got that firing line, and you better go. If not, Will, green flag back in the air here at Bristol. By the way, we did the dirt race at Bristol with the Northwest Series, and Charles, that was a lot of fun. We enjoyed it.
Yeah, it definitely was. Back to my wheelhouse. Love dirt racing, and I want to point out we do have open days during the week, and we would love to get some dirt racing here on the channel. You can't beat our channel, LSRTV, when it comes to announcing dirt. We have you, Wesley, MAV TV and Speed 51. Myself with Race on Texas. You have Greg Rentz, who goes to announces at several tracks. They're not dirt, but they're short track racing, which can be hand in hand with dirt track racing. It's close quarters battling. So we have probably one of the best crews out there for dirt track and short track asphalt racing.
Yeah, we certainly do, as right now we work past lap number 60 of 250, and you got to wonder here, I'm thinking, Charles, next caution, we're going to see pit stops. If we don't see a caution before lap 100, lap 90 to 100, I'm going to say we're going to see some of these leaders start making green flag pit stops.
Yeah, I'm not going to lie.
Honestly, that's bad, because you can lose laps when you pit under green here at Bristol.
Yeah, and if a caution does come out, man, you can get, it's one thing at a 2 mile or a mile and a half, you get trapped 1 lap down. That's all fine and dandy, but here it could be upwards of, 3 laps or more sometimes, depending on how long it takes you.
A minimum of 2 laps down you'll go.
Yeah.
If you've been under
and that's if you don't want to make a mistake on pit road. So you really don't want to do it. And Wesley, I'm going to be a little shocked here. I looked up at the scoring ticker and saw 64 laps. I didn't think we'd completed that many already, to be honest. They've
really done a really good job. I mean, they've gone to the whip and they've knocked off laps really quickly. So this has been a fairly entertaining race. I mean, yeah.
It definitely has. Maybe they took my song that I posted to heart. I did post Colt Ford, his Bristol song. Maybe they liked it and they wanted to just whip around this track.
Got a car smoking. He's down below the apron. No caution. We will stay green.
They clean green.
For the black 13 car. Got another car in trouble as well.
Yeah, that was the 55. He got a little shot there, and he's taking it to the apron, and he's going to lose many spots. I'm not sure what happened there to Chris Smith. That other one was Jake Rager in the 13.
Yeah, both of those cars. So, and one of the things we come out here as we continue along with this this race, a couple of key points that I just want to say keys to the race. Mostly keep your car in one piece. This is a long race. I know it's a short track, but it is a long race. Save those tires. Remember, you only get 4 sets after the original 4 on the green. And then, obviously, manage your temper, but also I'm going to add to that, manage your pit stops, because the people that can hit the strategy perfectly will be the ones we talk to in victory lane when this race is over.
Yeah, and we got the word as to who those drivers were to watch, and of course Grant, Sherwood, and Deweese on that list, and those are up there. They are in the top 5 right now. Well, Braxton's just outside in 6th place. The other one on that list was Fisher, Thomas Fisher, back in 15 8th place. He was mentioned from Shadow Racing. There you see him, that he was on the list of drivers to watch, and his response to Josh Altus was, "Really? I'm no good here." So that was his response. But he's
maybe that's why we want to watch you.
Yeah. I asked him. I said, "Well, maybe that means you were in the wall or something." He goes, "No," and I didn't realize he has not wrecked in a single race yet. So he's not necessarily up at the front, but he's still having a solid day so far.
That's right.
He is 2 positions down, but hey, the car's clean, and that's an achievement by any means here at Bristol.
Closing in on lap number 75 here, about 50 laps to halfway in this event. There goes Sherwood. We just talked about him. Jacob Grant hauling the mail, picking him up, putting him down. He's the man out in front. While we're on lap number 75, let's give you your full field rundown here at Bristol. Tom Bourne leads the way. Spencer Hardison now is in second. Rob Sherwood is third. Jacob Grant fourth. Logan Brakey is 5th. Evan Coleman 6th.
Caution is out.
Braxton DeLesis fell back to 7th. Matt Dyer 8th. Matthew Gilliams 9th. Joey Stone the top 10. And Charles, we have caution on the speedway. Everybody, I believe, is coming to pit road.
Yeah, and looking here to just kind of figure out, even our scoring system isn't showing who triggered the caution, so very interesting there. Let me check.
Was there plans for a competition caution tonight?
That is what I am looking now to see, and
it's not in my email.
No, it's not in my notes either. And well, my notes are someone else's notes because I don't make any notes. So
exactly.
So no notes here on a competition caution, but I'm not seeing who potentially spun. But we do see Joey Stone on the bottom of the track. So take a quick look here, and we're going to see what happened to him as he's still sitting there.
Yeah, Joey Stone, problem in the number 6 machine, the Outdoor Outfitters fast qualifier. Is it the Outdoor Outfitters? I'm saying it right.
Yeah, Outdoor Outfitters.
Okay, my head is stopping. I was thinking I was saying it correct, but we're trying to find out what happened to Joey Stone here. I don't know. Maybe he just slowed down, slowed up.
Yeah, I don't know. He's not.
You know what? I did see a little smoke come from the back.
Yeah, he's definitely. I mean, this is the racing service. Technically, it's not, but it is kind of. So, yeah, I'm not sure. The caution, the pace.
Stalled it.
Yeah, the pace car was already coming out before this, so I'm, again, not 100% sure on what that caution was for, but he is sitting still, stuck on the track.
Wow.
So, again, we are live. I'm not sure what the cause there is, but he is stuck on the track. So, you have to wonder, what's going on, because, if he had done something and, the admins were, race control is furious, they would just give him the boot. So they haven't booted him. So obviously this has got to be some kind of technical issue on his end. And Wesley, you've been around long enough on sim racing now, going over a year. I've been over here 4 or 5 years now. When it comes to technical issues, I would say we've seen them all, but we probably haven't. We've seen anywhere from steering wheels falling off, monitors going out, cats jumping and attacking you. So it could be a whole host of things as to what's going on right now with the 6. So
that's the cat man.
Yes.
Yeah. We got problems there on Joey Stone. And by the way, while that goes on, everybody has come down to the pit lane, and we knew they were going to be pitting. So, yeah, we'll find out what's going on with the 6 as you see him right there still. He's gone now.
He's in the pits now. He's gone.
He's in the pits. Okay, he's gone now. He was in the pits.
So they had to do something there. They had to remove him from the racing surface, because if he was sitting there, they would not throw the green flag. And if they did throw the green flag, it would probably trigger it again. So they had to get him off the racing surface. So I don't know if the tow truck came or they loaded him on the flatbed, but either way, he is off.
Maybe something like that.
Yeah, he probably went on his own, so hopefully it was that way. But look at the sun just come out here as we're taking the green.
Pace car in. We're back to green. Working lap number 83 here at Bristol.
And it's been a good race so far, as we're going to be halfway in less than 20 laps. We're done with, it's not halfway, to the 100 mark.
Lap 125 is half.
Yeah, yeah, my math's on. We're going to be less than 22 the 100 mark. There we go, to the century mark. And then it will just be downhill from there as the battle is on right now.
Don't say that.
Okay, the laps are downhill. Hopefully not the cautions. But Braxton Louise, this is probably the furthest he's been back in a race yet. He is in 5th place. He's trying to get by, but he's got a handful right now with a couple of these drivers, and nobody's just letting him go. And we got a car in the wall, and that's the 55. Chris Smith bringing out that caution.
Chris Smith is the father of Caleb Smith, by the way, have both been calls of cautions here at Bristol.
Well, family traits. No, I'm just kidding. It's not family traits. It's accidents on the track. I like both Smiths. I've talked to both of them, but it's just one of those deals. Sometimes it just happens, and there he is. Part of a new team as well with 546 Racing and that number 55 machine. And this is where it gets really scary as he's trying to get it going. Oh, and there it is. The 54 of Tom Bourne actually hit him, I believe.
Tom Bourne had one time up front of this race, the 54 machine.
Take a look at that one.
We're going to keep an eye on this one more time. Watch the 54. Because we are thinking...
Yeah, see, he already had some damage. Bless you.
Excuse me. Man,
he already had some damage.
I tried to hit the cough button. Oh my goodness.
Figure out exactly where this is.
Where did this come
there
from?
It is.
That's what
So
I'm trying to
there's
figure out.
Right here. You're about to see, and he just had nowhere to go, and bam, just hits him again.
Pause it. He just got involved in it.
So Tom Bourne already had damage, and now his day gets even worse in that number 54 machine. So, not the way he wanted it to go. And keep in mind, he was out front leading laps. So he was not a backmarker. He was somebody that was in contention for this win. And now his day just got a little worse. Good news is for Tom Bourne, as I'm looking, he does still have his fast repair that he has not used.
So with that said, we are under the yellow flag again. Quick break as we approach halfway from Bristol.
Every customer, every single time, needs to get our very best. From moment one, my goal managing a team here in the dealership is to make sure that that customer's experience is the very best that they've ever had. We expect and demand total transparency. There should never be a time in that transaction where the customer is wondering or not quite sure of what they're buying or what they're paying or those sorts of things. And having that transparency and doing things the right way is super important.
Back here in Bristol. Well, getting ready to go back to it again here in the SNB Cup Series. It's presented by Appalachian Hauler Hunters. LSRTV, I'm Wesley outside. The lights are going to go off on the pace car. As we approach lap 100, Charles, we'll get ready to go back to green with now Evan Hunt in 51 alongside with Grant.
Yeah, 51 and the 52 in order, and then we get way out of order, so we go 9, 28, 92, and 8. So a little in order up front and then out of order behind them, so they need to get in order. I'm just kidding. They don't want to get in order by number because that would put some of these guys well at the rear of this field. So we'll see how it all goes as the green flag is just moments away from coming back out.
Lap 92 of 250, back to green here at Bristol. And Coleman on the jump, scampers from the field. He gets away from Grant and Hardison. Off of turn 4, back run straightaway. Look at this battle now, the 92. Sticking his nose in the fight to the inside of Hardison. That's the 92 of Thomas Fisher.
Well, there you go. Thomas Fisher in that 92. They said he was someone to watch. Here he is sitting in the top 5 in 4th place. So maybe his "I'm no good" here was maybe just a load of you know what. And he just clobbers the 9 of Hardison. But maybe that was just a low line that we shouldn't have bought into.
Well, here are the reasons drivers to watch. Obviously, Braxton DeWeese, 4 wins in a row. He's looking for 3 wins on the hat trick so far this year. DeWeese, can he make SNB Series history and start out the season with 4 wins in a row? DeWeese is also the defending race winner here at Bristol, dating back into season 2. In addition to that, watch. He's in that 29. Bristol winner from season 1. Had a strong run last week, finishing in P4. So keep an eye on Sherwood. Jacob Grant obviously has been doing good so far. Grant has started the season strong for High Five. 3 top 5s in a row. He'll look to continue his strong start here tonight at Bristol. And again, Charles, Thomas Fisher. And here's the reason why he is one to watch. Fisher is a rookie on the series. He hasn't finished, or he has finished in P3 and P5 since missing the season opener at Daytona. But watch to see if this rookie can keep his momentum going in the right direction here tonight at Bristol. And as I said that, he is currently in 3rd.
And he is actually 10 spots to the good. He's your biggest mover so far. Although Evan Coleman, 9 right in front of him. So Evan Coleman technically has just 1 less spot gained. He is ahead of him. And Jacob Grant +1 as well. You have to go all the way to Braxton DeWeese in 6 before you find someone who's net loss spots. He's lost 3 since the start of the race. So he is definitely got his hands full here tonight. You know, he said in an interview he'd like to, but he knows he can't probably win them all. This may be the first night where he can't win this race, or, at least if he does, it's going to be a fight.
And the reason why you see a little bottom green line on Braxton DeWeese's name, who currently is in the 6th position, is because, Charles, he's the only winner on the series so far this year for the SNB Cup to go to the playoffs.
Yeah, and as they get wins, you'll see more green lines. Or not, just saying if he's the only one that wins. But
DeWeese might win again.
No.
He might be playing possum. By the way, we're just after lap 100.
Yeah, and keep in mind, you'll keep an eye on this sidebar. We'll put it up periodically throughout the race and throughout races during the season. If you see green, it means they've advanced. That will only be that way until the playoffs. Once we get into the first round of playoffs, anybody that's locked in will go blue. And then, again, if they advance, it will go green. So you'll see blue and green at that point. And then if somebody is mathematically eliminated, even though they're in the round of 12, if they've missed too many races, their points out, and they're mathematically eliminated, they will go red, indicating that they're in the chase, but they have no chance, basically, of making it to the next round. So
and they're just going to be happy to be there.
Yes, so they're just there so they don't get fined at that point. A lot of stuff in the works here. We've got some changing things up. You see all the new custom numbers. Some of them have them, some of them don't, as we see smoke.
Smoky car on the wall.
That was Hardison.
Cars wrecking back straight away. 9, Hardison. No caution, will stay green. There's the yellow flag.
Caution,
Spencer
dude.
Hardison with a problem in the 9.
go back and take a look, and I believe the 29 may have got a piece of the wall as well after the fact.
Sherwood.
We'll have to take an eye and look at him as well, as there you see him, and there's Hardison, and Hardison having some major issues, but the question is, did he have any help?
So there's Hardison, there's Christian Gardner.
Oh, yeah, he had some help.
Got to the left.
There's the 29 of Sherwood, and the 6 again, and the 18, and the 46.
All up over there. We missed it. Wow.
Let's go back and take a look at Robbie Helms. This is from Robbie Helms' point of view. We'll go on board with him from that 546 team racing and see exactly what Robbie Helms saw as the parking lot just got formed and paved right in front of him.
And it all started with contact between the Gardner machine. That's up in front. Right there. You're about to see it. There it goes. Now watch this. Listen.
Ooh.
Oh, he's like a pinball machine.
That is not what he wanted to see into this race. That's going to put a lot of damage on a lot of cars. And this is going to force some of these people to use that one fast repair they do have. And, you know, these guys are probably super thankful that they have one.
And they got no choice in the matter now. I mean, approaching halfway. There is Jacob Grant, the Risk Mafia entry. Charles, he's been doing really good this year. Consistent podium finishes. Could we see him finally win tonight? And by the way, he is a member of High Five Racing, teammate with Braxton Lewis, and that would be another win in all 4 races won by High Five drivers this year.
Yeah, it definitely would. You know, if you can't dominate the race yourself, why not have your team dominate it? You know, that's got to be just as good as dominating the race yourself. Obviously, he would like to get the wins himself, but hey, you know, sometimes it is what it is.
$13 to halfway. And this 250 lap event here at the Bristol Motor Speedway, I don't see anybody coming down to the pits. No takers onto the pit lane here.
And I don't know. And to answer one question there real quick as to the glitchiness in YouTube, it has been a known issue. There are some known issues with the YouTube side of things. We are not the only one. I know Will Duvall, he's been doing a little work over at UDTV, and they've been experiencing issues. So there is a known issue with the YouTube right now because, you know, our internet here at the studio could not be more solid. We've lost 0 frames. We're pushing every bit of bandwidth and data that we're sending out. It's going through perfectly. So we do know there's some known issues on the side of YouTube, and that being the case here as the green flag comes back out for lap 114 of 250.
Yeah, about 10 laps to halfway. And hey, by the way, if it's glitching on YouTube, just jump on LSRTV Facebook, and maybe you can watch it on there. The Facebook feed as well.
Yeah, just don't go by the title of it. It is the latest video out, so...
yeah, something about an address. So.
Yes, not sure what happened there. You know, I was doubling it down as for a Race on Texas event. Not sure how I got the address to the FedEx facility in there, but regardless of that, we're racing one more time, and you got some good little battles going on towards midfield. 10th place, Matt Dyer in this one. It looks like Keenan Massey and Christian Gardner all involved in this one, and just ahead of him, there's a little bit of battle brewing as well. The 54 of Tom Bourne, he did get the damage repaired, I do believe. Yes, he got a fresh new car. He's looking to get back to the front.
Watching them as they work their way up into the banks on the 1 and 2, back down the front straightaway. Close it in on half A as well. Look at this gaggle of traffic right there. Tom Bourne in that mix right there with Williams and Sherwood. Fisher right there as well.
Yeah,
Trying to make it 3 wide.
And these guys are just not letting anything get by. And Wesley, we are right now, we're 130 to go. Here in the next 10 minutes, we'll be 100 to go probably. If they continue the trend they're going right now. So this race is going to be over very, very quickly. We have not even been on air an hour, and that includes, of course, the pre-show that we had of 10 minutes. So we've been live about 45 minutes. Yeah, you saw what I did, a little contact there.
Fisher and Tom Bourne not backing down from one another. Stooksbury had to get on the binders to check up from behind. That goes back off into the corner.
Oh man, Tom Bourne just about cut the nose off that 92, and he gets by him with Tom Fisher. So we'll see again. One of the guys to watch, Jacob Grant. He is out front in the 52, and he is checked out from Ross Tatum, who's in second place for the first time tonight.
Yeah, I was going to say I don't think he's happy. There's Ross Tatum. First time we've talked about him tonight besides the starting lineup. The boss in the number 21 Coca-Cola entry. And he is the man out in front right there behind Jacob Grant, the leader. He's in second.
And Braxton DeWeese just behind them.
There he is.
He
He's
is coming.
up there.
Yeah, right now, just to note the gap, 1.4 seconds is the gap between first and third. If Braxton DeWeese wants to try to make something happen here, I know he's got the fan base out cheering him on tonight, and he's going to need it. This, we're not saying he's doing a bad job by any means. He's third place. He's doing a great job. But this has been the biggest, uphill battle that Braxton DeWeese has faced all year long. And
but remember, though, he won last year here, Charles.
Yes.
He won last year, so, he might have been, okay, I need to hang back here in the second half of the race. We're just after halfway. You're going to see new drivers, I believe, coming to the front and showing their strengths that we didn't see in the first 125, and I think DeWeese is one of them.
Yeah, and I said that you need to kind of wait back for the little bit, so I think that's what he's doing. He's either really laying back or he's really fighting that car right now. While we're having, let's go look here, see if we can get helmet cam. There we go. As we go on board with him, you can see if he's having to fight this car at all. And to be honest, he looks fairly smooth behind the wheel.
Nice smooth run going for DeWeese.
And the rate he's going, he possibly could run down your race leader here soon. We'll see, because here comes Williams, though, getting by Ross Tatum. He'll take over third position, and these battles are happening left and right now as guys are really starting to pick things up. They know that time and laps are winding down.
And by the way, if you see the number 8 car, Charles, you see GP, I normally think of, he just got off the wall. I think of Georgia Pacific.
Really? I think of Great Britain.
Georgia Pacific. Or you think of no, not GB, GP.
Yeah, I think
Georgia
of
Pacific. But it's
Britain.
actually GP Diecast is a sponsor, a new sponsor on the number 8 car of Braxton DeWeese.
So it's not Great Britain?
Britain.
No, Great Pitting. Well, hey, you got to remind yourself, you got to have Great Pitting. I don't know. I thought it said a B, but he's definitely looking for the new sponsor on that car. I might check them out. I know a lot of people that love some diecast cars, so hey, if they want to sponsor the channel with a free diecast, I'll take one. But right now, he's trying to run down our other sponsor we talked about. That is Wrist Mafia, and he is just checking out right now. 2.2 seconds. I actually think Grant has actually made a little bit of a gain over Braxton DeWeese in this last lap.
And somebody just come on the box and said, and I quote, "Stop burning your stuff up, Tom Bourne." Well, here's the thing you got to remember. What if they only pitted once? Some had pitted only one time, twice, if that. They still got another 2 sets of tires left.
Yeah, they definitely do. And, you know, we can check in on that real quick, so we'll pull this up. Of course, doesn't necessarily mean they've used tires, but we can tell right there how many pit stops they made on your screen.
2 stops there.
3
1 stop
for Bourne.
Grant, 1 for DeWeese, 3 for Tom Bourne. Holy cow. No wonder they're telling him to stop burning up his tires.
Yeah, so a couple of stops. You go further down to Stamp in the 69 to 14th place. 4 stops for him. 4 for Packard. 4 for Martin. Obviously, some of these guys pitting for damage early. It wasn't necessarily for tires. But there are a few drivers that have made multiple stops here in tonight's race. And oops, there we go. We'll just put that up. There you go. And you can
Charles.
see. Yes.
Hey, guess what? We're after halfway. Well, you know what we're going to do? Let's do an extended kick in the asphalt or concrete here at Bristol. The SNB Cup Series.
We're based out of West Monroe, Louisiana. We do custom T-shirts, racing. We'll do any shirt. We'll do schools, churches, fundraisers. We do a ton of event shirts, as you can see on our board here, all around our banner. Personalized. I mean, we do anything. It doesn't matter to us. We got the custom rugs. We use all the, top quality shirts, inks and everything. Hoodies, hats. We do embroidered hats, embroidered shirts. Just you can call us for anything. We do offer the bag and fold, to where you can receive them and they're already labeled and tagged and bagged, ready to give out to your customer and stuff. So you can just call us and just tell us, hey, this is what we're looking at doing, and if we're going to put the car on there, it is 125 quantity minimum. If it's without the car, it's 60 quantity minimum. That's strictly on the racing stuff. If it's a business or something, if you race on Texas shirts, it's a little bit differently. You can call us. It just depends on your quantity and ink colors. Everything is hand drawn. I mean, everything. We don't Photoshop anything onto a shirt or anything like that. Everything that we go through, everything is drawn, and which is the reason for the art fees. We do have several graphic artists that draw for us, and they're really good. So what we do is on any package that you do, we can mix and match. We can do any colors. You can do purple, red, blue, green, and do the rest black. It doesn't matter to us. With your design on there, we can do hoodies. We can do hoodies, long sleeve shirts, T-shirts, tank tops. It doesn't matter. I mean, it's almost limitless what you can do, and you can put all that together in that package to make that minimum, requirements. They can call us 318-278-7191, or they can email us at bulletprooftees.yahoo.com, or they can go to the website bulletprooftees.com.
Back here at Bristol, ready for the final 100 laps, or under 100 laps to go. Here at the last great Coliseum, 158. And Charles, Jacob Grant, Braxton DeWeese, high five show 1 and 2. Here we go again.
Yeah, it has been a crazy 92 laps to go now. Crazy race in this one. You can see just how crazy right here between Stooksbury, Massey, Hardison, Brakey, even Coleman back there a little bit. These guys are not done as they're almost going to make a little more contact there. Meanwhile, Grant 5.2 seconds ahead of Braxton DeWeese. If Braxton is going to go 4 in a row, he is going to have to pull a magic trick out of that hat. Yeah, he had the hat trick yesterday, or last week. He has the hat now. He needs to pull some magic out of it.
I got to say, man, don't doubt Luis. I think he's just being very smart strategically, strategy-wise, just basically knowing when it's time to go.
Well, I mean, he could be. I just don't think the car's handling the way he wants. And you can see that. We'll watch him another lap, and then we'll go up to your leader of Jacob Grant. As you can watch how high he goes up towards the wall. Now let's go to Grant, who apparently is in a mix of like 30 cars.
Mired with lap traffic. Look at that. Wow.
So he's going up high too, but he also really doesn't have a whole lot of choice in the matter. That's not going to work out. The 21 of Tatum. This is a dangerous spot right now.
Boy, Ross Tatum, someone better lift.
And I want to check in on Tatum's tires here. He's got 12 laps on his tires. These guys, he's racing around 55 to 87 laps. No wonder he was able to just say, see you later, as it looks like we have the 69 of Taco Bell, man, getting into the outside wall. He might want to put down that Taco Bell. Hands a little greasy getting into the outside wall.
I was driving around in old Mexico. In the wall.
The car looks like he's been in the wall a few times, and he has. And now Grant's going to get by. Meanwhile, we said he was 5.2.
You know that's a real song, right? You know,
yes.
You know that's a real song. Have you heard it?
No. I have not.
Don't make me laugh. I'm already choking as it is.
Braxton DeWeese was 5.2 seconds away. He is 4.7 now. He was 4.4 whenever Grant was going through all that traffic. Now he's actually losing time again. He went from 4.4 to 4.7. So, yes, Grant... either DeWeese is saving very, very much, or Grant is just that much faster right now. So the best bet, if DeWeese isn't saving, is that Grant gets caught up in traffic, because when he did, he gained over a second on him while he was having to battle those guys.
Laps continuing to go away here at Bristol. Working now lap number 170 of 250.
Unbelievable, Wesley, that there's only 80 laps to go. You know, I knew we only had one race to do this night. I just didn't realize it was going to go by so fast here this afternoon. Is the sun's not even down yet here in the great state of Texas, which is the greatest state ever, because that's why it's called the great state. But yeah, sun's not even down.
Lone Star State.
No, it's the great state of Texas.
Who gave you the nickname the Great State? The Lone Star State.
No, it's the great state. We're also
Is it really called the Great State?
I don't know. I think it's always been called the great state
Google.
of Texas.
What is the nickname for the state of Texas?
The Lone Star.
Well, he got
State.
Thank you.
Yeah.
State, I told you.
No, you ask your little Google. Ask Google what the great state is. When you were asked to refer to the great state, what state is it?
Okay, Google. What is the state referred to as the great state?
According to Missouri Secretary of less than B greater than state less than B greater than mo.gov. There are a number of stories and legends and Missouri's sobriquet.
Oh, it's Missouri. We don't care about
Show
that.
me state.
Missouri, but Missouri's the show me state, not the damn great state. Don't leave me alone. I don't feel good.
Anyway, pit stops were underway for a couple of drivers doing that as we try to figure out what the great state is. I'm pretty sure it's the great state of Texas, but either way, maybe this is what Texas people call it. Gardner having a little bit of a handful right now with Packard and Williams as they are going to get scudded out now. But again, pit stops are underway for a handful of drivers. And these are the drivers that did not come down earlier or came down around like 20 or 30 or so. They are making their stops now. And you just look at someone like Grant. I figured he was coming in. He is lap 100. He was stretching it to the max.
Yeah, I find it funny, Charles, that and you heard it on the broadcast. Like it was literally you heard it talking. Grant's on the pit lane. Here we go. Oh.
We're gonna get to the end of this. After this broadcast, we are going to look it up and see what the great state of Texas. I am sure that is a saying. And Spencer Hardison is your race leader right now with 71 laps to go, maybe 70 at the line.
Range mine, the great state of Texas. I could say the great state of North Carolina, but it's a Tar Heel state.
Yeah,
come on.
we're going to get to the bottom of this. No one's going to bed till we figure it out.
I am. I'm not feeling good, buddy. You just call me.
I'll call you and let you know what I find out. Caution is out, and it is the 13.
Oh, it's the 13.
Rager bringing out the caution here this time. So we'll go take a look at our, what is this, only our third pole poppers.
It was only our fourth session of the race, but man, if it wasn't for that green on the 13, we might not even been able to see that car because the car matches the colors of the car matches the back.
Yeah, he matches the walls of the Coliseum.
and the concrete.
Yeah, he just blends right in, and we'll see exactly what happened and just broke loose.
Oh, no.
Oh, God, 18 just clobbered him.
That's Robbie Helms.
No, it's our signature thing here. We got to go find Robbie Helms. Where is he at the moment? And
the 18's Robbie Helms.
Yeah, trying to find him on the list here. Apparently I'm blind. Well, regardless of that, we'll go back to live because pit stops are underway for a couple of drivers as these drivers are going to come in. Bourne coming in, Brakey coming in. These are guys that had 104 laps.
Everybody's coming in, Charles. You've been under green for over 50-something laps. Everybody's going to pit.
If you got some that are not, you have people like Grant. He was only down 14 laps ago, so he is opting to, stint 5 laps ago is when he was in. He's not coming down. He's probably good to the end of this race.
But did he pit under green flag?
Yes, pit stops were underway, and he had already pitted. And he will take the lead now. There were only 1 to 2, maybe 3 drivers that had not pitted when it was all done. And those were just drivers that were trying to run it out as long as they could. So this will be very, very interesting to see how it all does play itself out. Braxton DeWeese, he's going to be shuffled all the way back to 12th place.
That's a tough break there for the 8. But he's got to work his way to the front. I wonder if they made it a track bar wedge, something virtually to get that car. And honestly, Charles, I know we've got like 5 laps to go. It doesn't seem like a lot, but that's still a lot of racing left to go here at Bristol.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's a lot of laps. Well, it's not a lot of laps, but it is a lot of laps, and it's going to go by fast either way. So, you know, especially when we're counting some of these under caution, we'll probably go racing again with about 64 to go. But yeah, it's a lot of racing. For us watching, it's going to go by fast. For these guys, 64 laps is a lot of racing.
Did Deweese just take the wave around? I think he did.
He did. He was apparently he was at the tail end of the lead lap, so he was one that got caught lap down.
All these cars took the wave around, and they're speeding up to go to the tail.
Yeah, they got trapped a lap down. As we are back to green. As we'll bring the sidebar in here for you this time so you can see everybody. And who's a lap down? Right now you can see Deweese in 12th. He's the cutoff for everyone a lap down. That is not the green bar for everyone being a lap or more down, but it is kind of working out that way. But looks like Williams going to go a lap down. Sherwood now... Nah, he's there. He's moving up a little bit, but Deweese is moving through this field in a hurry.
Picking him up and putting him down. Closing in on the final 5 laps of this race here. Round 4.
Oh.
Contact. Car.
That is
together. That's Deweese. He saved it.
Deweese
Dyer.
and Matt Dyer.
Wow.
And these are the products, Wesley, of being further back in the field. You know, these people are back here for a reason. Doesn't mean they're always bad, but they're having a bad day or something. Some reason they're back here. And, you know, it's just unfortunate if you're a fast car and get caught up in somebody else's mess. But this little battle's still going on as you have Spencer Hardison next to the 6th. That is not a battle, though, for position, as Joey Stone is 12 laps down. But Josh Altus, that is a battle right there for position between the 9 of Hardison.
So Tom Bourne out in front. How about story, Charles? Tom Bourne used to compete on the iRacing League. Just did not do well. And now Tom is out in front. He's got a chance to get his first career win on the SNB Cup Series.
Yeah, he is trying to get it, and he has a good shot at it. He's only been on these set of tires 11 laps. Where's... Well, Terry Johnson.
My apologies. I don't want to give out false information, Charles. He used to run on the AMA Challenge Series. That's the series he ran in.
So it'll be interesting to see how he does all shake down. But like I said, he's got 12 laps on his tires, so they are very fresh tires. So he's good to go to the end. He can easily run 55 laps on this stint. So that's not even a challenge. So that kind of was the money stop for everyone. We are good to go to the end of this race with only 54.
That's the money stop? Do you really think that?
I think that was the money stop if we do not get a caution. If we get a caution, these guys are going to probably come down if they've got an extra set of tires laying around. But no, if we stay green, that was the money stop because these guys can make it 53 more laps.
And we are coming up on lap 200. 50 laps to go. Tom Bourne is the man out in front. When it counts the most, he is there.
You know, Wesley, we didn't even look at the weather here for tonight's race, but it is 92 degrees on track temp, 80 for the air temp. So not a whole lot, not really as hot a track as we've seen here in past races as well.
And we are under 50 laps to go. Riding up with Tom Bourne. There he is. And honestly, Charles, he's got such a lead over everybody else. I mean, the interval back to second of Ross Tatum is 3.5 seconds almost, 3.31 seconds to be exact. Everybody behind Tom Bourne, Charles, they're wanting a caution flag.
Yeah, they are definitely wanting a caution flag to come out. These guys want to jump their, junk. They want to jumble this field back up and make a run for the lead, especially somebody like Braxton DeWeese. He is 8 seconds off the lead right now. He is mired back all the way in this group. He has got his hands full. He's going to try to get by Stooksbury here, and then he's going to go up to Grant, but he definitely would love to see a caution and get this field gathered back up.
Laps winding down. And there you see DeWeese. He's currently got Grant in front of him. This is for the 7th and 8th, 9th. I will say this, Charles, whatever problem Braxton DeWeese had, he had to come through the field on the restart, and he's done that. He's about mid-pack trying to climb the top 5.
Yeah, he is definitely trying, but, I honestly think this is going to be Tom Bourne's race to lose here tonight, as he is doing a fantastic job of doing that. He's got a 2.1 second lead. However, Ross Tatum has actually cut that down. It was 2.2, now it's 1.9. So he is actually starting to reel in your race leader of Tom Bourne in that 21. So Tatum on the hunt for the lead right now.
There's Ross Tatum, the boss, Coca-Cola entry. Can he run down Tom Bourne? That's the question. Got some lap traffic in front of him, though, to have to pull it off. Lap 214 to 250 there, Charles.
Yeah, laps winding down very quickly. We knew they would, with just 37 laps to go. And again, eventually it'll be 25, and that last 25, I think, is where you're going to see some of these guys really push for everything they have. And speaking of everything they have, Spencer Hardison had all he could. He's packed it up here tonight. So has Robbie Helms, Jake Rager, Chris Smith, and DJ Daniel. Those drivers are done here for tonight's race.
Tom Bourne out in front. There goes Coleman. Coleman, Gilliams, they battle 28 and 51. And Tom Bourne, we got cars on the pit lane with smoke. Smoke coming from one car. He's in the pits. Will stay green. No caution.
Yeah, no caution will come out for it. As again, we're going to be coming up on 30 laps here and 2 laps to go. Bourne still checking out, but look at this. Look at this. That went from 2 seconds to Ross Tatum now is running down Tom Bourne by 0.2 seconds, and it's all because he's caught lap traffic, and it has cut a 2-second lead down to 0.2 of a second.
Absolutely amazing. There are 30 laps to go now here at Bristol. And Tom Bourne has now got Tatum to deal with for the lead. Lap traffic in the way. There's Tom Fisher trying to go a lap down, trying to stay on the lead lap. The 92 is. This battle going on for the leaders as they go into the corner. Bourne holding on. Here comes Tatum.
Oh, Tatum touches
on the
him.
bottom, they're going to go 3 wide. Up the racetrack goes Bourne. He'll save it to the lead. Ross Tatum. He'll take the.
Oh, we got him. So Tatum hit. Oh, and now we.
Oh, he's in the wall. Tom Bourne's in the wall. He just crashed. Tom Bourne just crashed, and there's not a caution yet.
No caution.
No caution. Are you kidding me?
There's the caution.
There's the caution.
Oh, yeah, we'll have to look here. Tom Bourne may have deliberately. No, there's the reason for the caution. The 11 actually went around. We'll take a look at that. But Tom Bourne right now, he has got to be furious and just steaming under that fire suit right now. Look at this. This is what transpired.
Wow.
The 21 already gave him a shot. Then the 4 gives him a shot. Then he gives him a shot trying to get to by the 92 there. So just not a good couple of laps there for the 54. And then this happens as he just completely spins it out on his own, hits the wall, caution comes out. But if you are someone like Tom Bourne, you are not going to be a happy camper. We'll go back here a little bit further. We can see this here with Tom Bourne. And if we can get back to Tom Bourne, that is. There we go. So this is the pass for the lead coming up here in a minute. This is what really set all of this off. If you watch Tatum, this is not going to set well with the 54 of Tom Bourne at all, as he's trying to hold off the lead as best he can, or hold off for the lead, and you'll watch Tatum. So he's trying almost a little contact there, and then in comes Tatum. So there's contact there, and then more contact between him and Tatum, and then contact with the 92 again. Here comes the 4 of Keenan Massey. Contact there, and contact to the wall. So a lot of contact, and everyone coming down pit road, except for your leader of Grant, who's going to stay out.
And the question is, will anybody have a wild card up their sleeve to try to pull an upset here? Finish. Wow. Ross Tatum, Tom Bourne. Charles, that was just good hard racing amongst those two guys. And in the way, little contact here and there, but
yeah, you can call it good hard racing, Wesley. I can call it good hard racing, but I don't know if these drivers are going to see it that way. If you're from the driver's side of things here on iRacing, if you're Tom Bourne, he could possibly be seeing this as, Tatum didn't give him the room he needed while he was trying to get by the lap cars. Tatum's probably seeing it as, hey, you were battling a lap car, I saw a hole, and I was going to take advantage of you battling that lap car. So, it's really just like anything in life, Wesley, and I think you'll agree, it's all about perspective.
And now, with under 20 laps to go coming up, we set ourselves up for the restart. Brockton Packard now. I'm sorry, that's Ross Tatum still. Ross Tatum, Jacob Grant. How about this, Charles? Joshua Altus is up there. And
yeah.
Look at DeWeese and Stooksbury right alongside each other. Under 20 laps to go. Oh, it should be a good one here at Bristol.
Yeah, the last few laps are always the best, especially at short track racing. As you'll see a little contact between DeWeese and Brakey, as those two are going to be side by side. This is the battle right now. It is first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and even seventh, duking it out. DeWeese does not have much time. 20 to go, 19 to go at the line, and he has got to make something happen.
Under 20 laps to go, and the boss has pulled away.
Yeah, we'll be looking
Altus
forward.
the second.
I'm looking forward to
How about
talking to
that,
him.
Charles. Joshua Altus.
Yeah, he's doing a fantastic job, and I'm looking forward to talking to Ross Tatum, get his thoughts on that little skirmish that happened between him and Bourne for the lead. As definitely interesting as the caution is out with 18 to go.
Caution out again.
And look and see if we can find out who it's for. And
Not far from over just yet.
Again, the yellow flag being triggered, but nobody showing potentially at fault. So we're just going to zoom back and see what we can find to see if anybody is potentially at fault here for this one. And Tom Warren already in the pit, so we'll go back to the rear of the field with Tanner Johnson and Joey Stone and see if anything is happening back here. And there goes somebody. Not sure who that is.
Is that Stone in the 6 car?
That was the 52.
No. Oh, that's Jacob Grant.
We'll take a look and see here what happened. And he's around Deweese, and he's around the 51 and Sherwood as well. We'll see exactly what transpired in this event. And he's running around Caleb Smith. Oh! And just a lick to the wall. He did get a shot from the 7 of Christian Gardner. But that was quite a bit before he actually hit the wall. So I'm not sure if the car just broke loose on him after that hit. But something definitely not going right with that machine of the 52. Sorry. And Wesley is losing brain cells over here.
Again. I tried to hit the cough button and literally my eyes closed and I couldn't find the switch.
And for the record, for anybody that's out there wondering, here's a cough button. It's the mute button, I'm sure. But I've never known a mixer to have a cough button, so we're assuming that is your mute button.
There is a pauses, talking, and it makes it mute. You know what I'm saying?
Not a clue.
There you go.
I know nothing.
It's called a cough button.
I did not know
okay, I guess I'm being too technical to everybody there in the world. My apologies.
Yes, we are not that technical.
All right, Charles. We see anybody come up here and make a jump, or are we seeing how strong Ross Tatum is? Do not count out Joshua Altus. And I'll tell you somebody else that I was going to say, look at who's doing really good. Logan Brakey in the 2 car.
Yeah, he's definitely doing good. He's sitting in there in 3rd position right now. It just, time's going to tell. The car is a little braking on the rear, but if you look, the 2nd row's got a little damage. Front row's clean. So this could get real interesting. Obviously, draft does not matter as the pace car dives off.
Back underway, green flag. Down to the wire, and another caution is out again. Are you kidding me?
And this time it looks like
yellow. Joey Stone, the pole car.
We'll see in this one very quickly after the caution coming out. There's the green flag coming out from the last caution. And oh, that was Sherwood involved in that. Now we got to go back and take a look what happened to Rob Sherwood, as he was actually involved in the caution ahead of it. So kind of 2 multiple cautions, one kind of triggering the other one.
That's right. And we are back green. Shootout time here at Bristol.
Oh, and right there, the 52 is giving a shot.
There you see where Sherwood got tangled, and then Kevin Martin got into him. Joey Stone got into him. Yeah, that's what happened.
You know, Wesley, we have to ask the question. We haven't even mentioned it here tonight, and that is, it's Bristol. You've seen a lot of people get into each other. Our temper's going to be flaring here tonight, and are we going to see some drivers have a shorter Christmas list by the end of this race?
Not friends anymore.
Yeah, you save a little money at Christmas when you are a racer because, you know, you just scratch those people off each race. Before you know it, you got enough money to buy all the eggnog you want. Then Wesley, I'm sure you don't like eggnog, do you?
Negative.
I knew it.
You like eggnog?
Shoot, yeah. I didn't until I was 20, but...
I do. I like eggnog.
Eggnog, good. I will say this, eggnog is good.
I like eggnog with cinnamon.
I'm allergic to cinnamon. Can't have cinnamon. But I like eggnog, but I will say this for all the people out there that want to try eggnog. If you get a drink and you like it, don't drink the whole gallon of it or half gallon or whatever it is at one sitting.
Are you lactose intolerant?
No, just a half gallon of that stuff will make your stomach all sorts of noises. Yeah. Like a car peeling out. Yes, I highly do not recommend it.
First you say it, then you do it.
Let's see. I'm a little sure we got Wish YouTube in here, or Wish UT. I guess that's YouTube. Reminds me of Wish.com. Don't ever buy anything from there. I've heard it's a very scammy place to buy things from. I know a guy that ordered a PlayStation 5 on Wish.com and got a box full of rocks.
Wow.
Yeah, interesting story. But we got time for that, as it's time to go racing. 6 laps to go. Not officially in overtime, but still a shootout.
Green flag. 6-lap shootout. We get a caution. We go to overtime, and up in the wall is Altis. And look at this. Logan Brakey going to second.
Logan Brakey having a phenomenal run. Meanwhile, look at this behind them. They are 3 wide back here between the 29, the 69, and the 92. And contact almost being made between Sherwood and the 69, but they stay racing as these guys, they're not done, Wesley. If we get a caution now, it would send us into official overtime, but these guys are anything but done right now.
Nah, it's not over yet. As we watch them work their way off the corner to the line, 3 lap. This race coming to an end here. Tatum, the boss. Will he finally break the 3-win streak for Braxton DeWeese? He's right in 4th. Look at Logan Brakey. What a run for him. How about Tyler Stooksbury, the top 3? Working their way to turn number 3 and 4. Final time around. CRN 1 to go. Charles, 1 lap to go at Bristol.
Yeah, it is indeed 1 to go here, presented by CRN. And this race wrapping up very, very quickly here as he's about to get it. And there you have him coming to the start-finish line.
The boss is back. He wins here in round 4 at Bristol for the SNB Cup Series.
And it's just like that, it should be finished, and the race is over. Everyone has crossed the line that is on the track, and well, unfortunate if you're some of these guys who we thought had a good run. Braxton DeWeese will take 4th place, almost getting 3rd.
How about a good run for Ross Tatum? Ross the boss, back to victory lane again, the number 21 machine. 2nd spot, Logan. What a job well done for Logan Brakey in the number 2 car. It's got to be like a win for him. Tyler Stooksbury right there in third as well. For a driver that has struggled in recent races to get on the podium. A good job for the number 19. What a race here at Bristol. And Brockton Packard, teammate to Ross Tatum, they have a little celebration with one another.
They're going to celebrate for sure. While they do that, we will go here and go through your unofficial race results here for the SNB Cup Series presented by Appalachian Hauler Hunters. Ross Tatum, Brakey, Stewksbury, Deweese, Coleman, Altus, Gardner, Massey, Sherwood, and Dyer. Wesley going to be your top 10.
It's going to be Jacob Grant by Matthew Gilliams, Eric Stamp, Brockton Packard, Caleb Smith, Thomas Fisher, Joey Stone, Tanner Johnson. Born. Man, high hopes for him in the hunt to win this thing. Just some sour grapes there just in the last 30 laps here at Bristol. And the rest of the rundown includes Spencer Hardison, Robbie Helms, Jake Rager, Chris Smith, DJ Daniel, and Joseph Madigan did not start the race. Well, Charles, what do you think, bud? What a job for Ross the Boss. He's back here on the SNB Cup Series.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to talking to him. You know, we like to ask those tough questions, and a little controversy there, how he took the lead. So we'll see how it goes, what his thoughts are on it here in the post-race show.
We will take a quick break. When we come back, we will talk to the top three here at Bristol. Coverage returns in a moment on LSRTV, your home for sim racing. More details at livesimracing.com and LSRTV on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.
ETE Reman is the world's best remanufacturer of transmissions for import and domestic cars and trucks. Based in Milwaukee, Wisconsin, our customers are repair shops, auto parts stores, dealerships, and distributors. And with 6 nationwide warehouses, we're where and when you need us. So when you're looking for a transmission that is like new, only better, instill confidence and install ETE Reman.
Welcome back to Bristol Motor Speedway, coverage of the SNB Cup Series presented by Appalachian Hauler Hunters. As round 4 is in the books, Charles Wooten, Wesley Outland back up here with you topside. We're going to grab a word with our podium in a moment. Third place man is the driver, Tyler Stewksbury. Of course, Logan Brakey, the runner-up in the victory lane. Ross the Boss Tatum. We'll talk to them all here in just a moment. Real quickly, Tyler Stewksbury. Tyler, third place. A good run, man. Way to turn things around for you. It was kind of being an up-and-down roller coaster ride with you racing on the SNB Cup Series.
Yeah, well, I'm doing a part-time schedule just because, Wednesdays, work and stuff don't always line up. But, it was a pretty good run. I run VR, And during that first run, I had a pop-up, which I've never seen, like a warning like pop-up in my headset. So I like had no vision for. I was just kind of driving up memory for like the first like 50 laps or so up until that first caution. So and then I figured out how to get it gone. But man, it was crazy. Had that not happened, I think we would have had a different looking night for sure, though.
So, but it's got to be a good feeling though to not run full time. Obviously because of work and life, but to come and be competitive and not be a hindrance, and you put on a good show for the guys.
Yeah, I was not the greatest at saving tires tonight, just probably lack of laps at Bristol lately, but it was good. I felt like on the short runs and stuff, we could make a lot of moves that a lot of other guys weren't making stuff, be pretty aggressive at times, and just tried not to give up any time at all, no matter what, not cutting anyone any breaks. So it's pretty much what you got to do, though.
Well, listen, man, a good third place run for you. Before we let you go, thank your sponsors, mention your podcast and all that good stuff, and good job on the podium tonight.
Yeah, everyone go check out Tight End Loose Off on YouTube. It's my YouTube channel and stuff, so go check that out. Got a lot of good content up there, so it's worth taking a look at. And thanks for the high five, guys. Good to share notes with those guys and have a couple allies out there. Can't really ask for a better group to race with. So, yeah.
All right, that's Tyler Stooksbury. Ladies and gentlemen, the number 19. He will finish in the number 3 position here tonight. Runner-up in the race will be Logan Brakey. Logan, man, this has got to be like a win for you. Oh, especially after the bad luck you had last year. Good job here at Bristol, second place.
I tell you what, Wesley, this feels pretty damn good. Pardon my French. And it's a shame that Ross was the guy that ended up beating me, because I mean he was so fast today. If I feel like anybody else, I would have stood an outside shot at making a move for the win. But yeah, I just bided my time all race, took care of the tires, and wound up in a pretty decent spot there on those last few restarts, and the cards just kind of fell my way. So super stoked to bring home P2 for the boys.
Yeah, right there at the end, made it count, made it work, and put the car to second place. And like I said, it's got to be like a win for you. And it's got to be a confidence booster as well going into the rest of the season, knowing you got a car that in a program that virtually you got a shot to win. You just got to go up one spot.
Oh, it is, Wesley. That's over the past year and a half, I've noticed myself improving. In terms of skill, being able to run with the big boys and the fast guys. Not only in this league, but in other leagues as well. And to finally see the hard work pay off in a fashion like this is such a big boost for the confidence. I had a good run in another league last weekend at Dover. That felt great. So that win's coming. I could feel it. That first league win is right around the corner. I know it is.
Definitely a great job for you going into the upcoming races we have on the schedule. But man, just talk about just being up in the hunt, battling with Ross Tatum, with Altus, with Tom Bourne, all of that craziness going on in front of you, also trying to fight to get through lap traffic, and you hold on and you finish in second. And in closing, also thank your sponsors.
Yeah, it's you know what? It's been a long time since I've ran a Bristol race that hasn't been a wreck fest. So it was really fun to run a lot of laps under green there and actually fight through the lap traffic. Man, this place is fun when you can stretch out a green flag run. I was really happy with how I was taking care of the tires, so I felt really good on the long runs, climbing up through the field there. And yeah, it was just all about putting myself in position at the end. And I got to race around Tyler at the end there, and I love racing around him. He's such a fun guy to race with. Yeah, just want to give a shout out to CEM, the team I'm racing with this season for SNB. Joined up with them beginning of this year to run mainly endurance with them, but now we're here on the oval scene with CEM, so big shout out to those guys. Happy to bring home a good finish for them. Shout out to my mom, watches all my races. She's my #1 fan. Finally able to get an interview and give her a shout out for her. So big thanks to her, and thanks to you guys for broadcasting and the admins for putting on this heck of a show.
He says hi, Mom. Logan Brakey, number 2, here tonight at Bristol. Just like a win for him. To victory lane we go. Ross the Boss Tatum in the 21 Coca-Cola Body Armor drink. By the way, I'm a big fan of Body Armor. I love drinking that. I could probably drink about a gallon of it right now, as bad as I feel, Ross. But hey, man, congratulations. What a great job you did. Talk about the I wouldn't say it's controversial, but you and Tom Bourne battling through lap traffic, and you went for the lead. Talk about that, and of course, congratulations to you.
Appreciate it. Yeah, I feel really bad for Tom. Obviously, Tom Fisher is my teammate, and he was up there. And I had caught Bourne probably about 3 seconds back, so I was just planning on passing him low. So it kind of sucks that all that happened and all that controversy. But I'm glad to win. It's been a long time coming. I haven't won since Martinsville last season in this series, so it feels good to finally get back in victory lane.
It was a very good race for sure. And I think it's one of those things where you literally took your time. You weren't up there at the beginning, but you were just kind of waiting, pacing yourselves. And me and Charles talked about this in the broadcast, and it seemed like that's what everybody was doing in the race, Ross. It wasn't like hectic, crazy chaos, calamity like we've seen in years past here at Bristol. Everybody kind of got that mindset of let's knock some laps off, and then we'll see where we end up at the end.
Yeah, man, it was a really good racing by this league. I mean, the last 2 Bristol races we've had here have been really good. Actually, some of the best racing we've had in the whole league. Everyone tonight did a really awesome job. And to be honest, I wasn't just riding around. I was just dirt bad at the beginning. I didn't do any practicing all week. And so I showed up pretty green. I had connection issues before the race, so that put me even further behind. And it took me until about lap 185 before I even could figure out how to save my tires. And, the thing that saved me in that race was actually with that really long green flag run in the middle is I pitted with like 100 to go, and I just drove up through the field and unlapped myself. And that put me in the position to have track position to even have a chance at winning that race. But man, just a great job by everyone in the league tonight.
It was definitely hang on a minute. I'm sorry. I had to sneeze again. It was a very interesting race. And Ross, what does it mean to you to? I wouldn't say there's a rivalry between you and Braxton DeWeese because you guys just race to race each other, but to finally knock him off of the pedestal of having 3 wins in a row, going for 4, and knowing you're in the playoffs.
Yeah, honestly, it feels really good because I really thought I should have won Kansas, and then Robbie hit the wall, and I really thought I had a chance last week, and then Jacob accidentally pushed me through the pit stall, so I missed my pit stall. But yeah, I mean, it feels good to beat Braxton. Braxton's a really good driver, so it's really fun to race him. I wouldn't call it a rivalry. I just think we both treat each other with a lot of respect on the track, so it just makes it fun to race with them.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it's a rivalry either. Just good, hard competition amongst everybody, and you got somebody winning 3 weeks in a row. You want to see someone else differently step up to the plate. But hey, man, glad it's you. You're in the playoffs now. Real quickly before we let you go, thank your sponsors and congratulations.
I appreciate it. I got to thank Coca-Cola as always for paying my bills. I got to hook you guys up with some body armor because I know obviously you need it because you sound sick AF.
Oh yeah.
And then
I am SAF right now.
Yeah, rest up. And then I got to thank my wife for letting me race. I sent the link to my dad, so he watched the race. He already sent me a checker flag, so that's pretty cool. I've never sent him a link of my races before, so I got to shout him out. I got to shout out Shadow Racing. It was good to get us a win. We haven't really won with Shadow yet, so that was good. And then just thank all the fans watching, and Agent NASCAR for painting my schemes. And there's just way too damn many people to thank nowadays, so that's about it.
All right, buddy. Well, congratulations to you. Again, that is Ross Tatum, the boss there. So, all right, we're going to jump onto the other network here and get ready to call it quits. After a fun event here at the Bristol Motor Speedway. Charles, when it's all said and done, what a phenomenal job for Ross the Boss, Ross Tatum. Now we have 2 drivers that we know that are going to the playoffs, but there's still a whole bunch of other great races to come for this series every Wednesday night.
Yeah, a lot of races to go, a lot of good races at that. And now we have 2 drivers that'll be punching their way in for sure, so we'll update that graphic for next week. And looking forward to it to see who else can punch that ticket.
You know, I'm one of those types that normally like to talk and give a Grammy closing speech, as Charles always says, but I literally feel like crap. I'm probably ready to lay down and take a nap and go to sleep, and hopefully I'll get back to feeling well. So we'll do it again next Wednesday for the SNB Cup Series. Congratulations again to Ross Tatum. For Charles Wooten, for everybody involved with the SNB Cup Series, Outfitters Pole Award sponsor, of course, Appalachian Hauler Hunters. Thanks again to Pulse Poppers, CRN, everybody that makes these races happen. I'm Wesley Outland. Congratulations again to Ross the Boss Tatum winning here at Bristol. Enjoy the rest of your week. Have a good one. Coverage coming back here on LSRTV next Wednesday for the SNB Cup Series.